Hey guys, this is Candle and welcome back to Syberia 3. Alright, so we've lit up the park, now we can finally explore it, so let's go do that. We need to find the key that we need to actually properly start up our Oscar replacement. Among other things.
What happened?
Rope connected? Okay. But next time you warn Baruth first before putting magic back.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Baruth.
Okay, Miss Ketwelk. No problem. Baruth tough guy, like very old mammoth.
Well, I'm glad he's not, like, overly hurt. Wasn't even thinking about that.
Good boiler maker.
Alright. We gotta get back into the park now. Because again, we need our Oscar replacement so that we can pull the ferry up to the beach. Because normally, under proper operation, oh come on, the ferry would have been turned around before docking, and unfortunately that didn't happen. No, because we were brought here by a storm.
What was that?
That was somebody else. Alright. So now we can start properly looking around. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this was where that was, whatever it was.
Somebody really went all out.
So this is number 2. What's this? Crumpled up note. Okay, let's take a look. That is not in our items, so that must be here then. Documents. Alright. I have no idea what any of this means. I just hit the wrong button. There we go. A strange assembly of dates and speeds in meters per hour, most of them crossed off. They're accompanied by the initials K and A, as well as Roman numerals 1 and 3. They look like rough analyses trying to figure out how to stop a moving object at a specific point. Alright. So 3 is 35 kilometers per hour. 35 times 0.6 equals something. I have no idea. Alright, let's take a look at this other one here. So this is marked number 3. Okay, so we can...
It looks like these holes were made on purpose. But what for?
I don't know.
Nothing. I must have forgotten something.
There we go. Okay, so we need some kind of peg or pin or something to go in those holes so that we can keep the, keep it from going all the way back down. Alright, we need to keep looking around though, because I don't think we have enough information or items to solve this puzzle.
Park seems sad, but still better than staying inside boat.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, oh, nope, can't go in there.
Nobody here, Tuk Tuk.
Nobody but us Yukels. Hello. I can't go in there because those guys are playing. Can I go through here? Yes. Alright. I can see what's going on this way. Up, up, up. That might just be talking to somebody. Yeah, that's talking to somebody. But, like, way on the other side. Same with here. So we've got some kind of rocket ship right here that's going. Can I? No, I can't get any closer to it while it's still going. Alright, so a little bit of a playground area. Picnic area. Okay, we've got a puppet show, but nothing I can do with it. It's just set decoration right now, it looks like. Alright, and... Okay, so I can come in here, but I can't do anything. Alright. Ah, we can go in here. What's in here?
Completely clogged.
Okay, so we can't go through here then.
The park must be behind there.
Yes, more of the park. But we can't get that way. Alright, so why'd you even let me come in here? I have no idea. Alrighty. Yeah, that's the entrance from the town. Huh. There's gotta be more that I'm missing. Can I get through here? No, it won't let me go through. Alright, if we go through this building again, there was another area of the park on that side. You know, it was a broken fence, another area of the park. Oh, hello, what is this?
Nothing that looks anything like an activation
okay.
key.
So yeah, this is important as well. 3 is 15 plus 25. It's 40. So this is where 1 is. 2, 3. And this is different places that will get you. So 25, 45, so on. Nothing is really quite helping just yet. Alright, what I need is maybe over here? Maybe the Ferris wheel will help. Let's take a look around this area first before we, like, really try to go to it. Just in case. Alright, I'm not seeing anything of interest over here. So, Ferris wheel it is. Oh, I gotta go around the other way? How do you get on this thing? Okay, here's a ladder we can climb up, maybe. Ah, this is how you get up. Okay. Alright, let's take the ladder first. So this is the operator's booth. Okay, you can't interact with any of that. Maybe. Yes, there we go.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong, but what?
Nothing. Something must be missing.
We do have a cog, don't we? Is that supposed to go here? Yes. Alright, that's what was missing. There we go. So now this is all working. So we should be able to use the Ferris wheel now. There we go. Alright. Now if we go back down, or... Oh, it just kind of faded. Alright, well, let's go back down. Now that this thing's working, we can ride it, maybe? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Where are you going, Kate? There we go. Let's trying to see if there's like anything interactable around here, but it doesn't really look like it. So what was the point of... Oh, no, don't go down. What was the point of coming over here and turning this on? This gets us something, but what? Doesn't make sense for it not to do anything. You know, long gone are the days where interactive things are interactive just so that they can be interactive. Yeah, there's nothing here that's interactable anymore. Okay, what if I press this again? So it rotates around. I just kind of sit here and wait for it to go. Alright, is there anything down here again now? We've got what? The yellow ones down at the bottom? Greenish yellow? Something like that? Yeah, these are yellow. So these are like greenish or yellow? I have no idea. I would think whatever it is, it's going to be the one in the center, the very bottom here, but I just don't know. Is there something I'm missing? Oh, they're all the same color. Never mind. It's just based on where they are in the lights. Yeah, you can see as they were rotating, the ones up top turn kind of reddish orange in the light or whatever. Again, there's nothing interactable here. Nothing here. Yeah, there's just the button to get it moving. And there's the stairs. Yeah, we've sent it through 3 times. I would think maybe we would get on it and go up top to see around, but there doesn't seem to be anything. Why did we do this? What was the point of doing this? It makes like no sense. We need the Vorarlberg activation key. The question is, where is it? How do I find one? All right. Let's go back this way. There's not something we're missing still over here, is there? I don't think so. Yeah, no, there's nothing we're missing over here. Maybe the Vorarlberg toolbox? Maybe I'm overthinking things?
Biscuit walk, not worry much. Yugel's always careful of bad spirits.
Yeah, sure. Alright, so we're back in here. Okay, so I can take a look at the toolbox again.
Just as I thought.
Yeah, that's where the
No
activation key. That's where the activation key would have been, where it should be. Alright, so what? So that doesn't really do anything. Okay. Where did my cursor go again? There it is. Alright, are these things at all interactable now? Doesn't appear to be. Huh.
Nothing that looks anything like an activation key.
I know. Alright. Maybe up here is where the activation key is. But the question is, how do we get there? Alright. Well, we've been pretty much everywhere we can. So, there's gotta be something we're missing. The only thing I can really think of is going back to the thingamabob, the roller coaster, and seeing if I can't get that to work. Because none of the rest of this is really interactable. I mean, there was this room here, but there wasn't anything we could do in there, was there? Yeah, it's just all blocked off. Come on. There we go. Alright. Wait. Was there something back this way, maybe? A different camera angle? Yes. Okay, so that's... Okay, can't just go through there. Okay, nothing over here. Aha! There's something. There we go. Metal shank. I have no idea what that's for.
Who could have done that?
I don't know, but somebody did. Okay, metal shank. What would the metal shank be for? Let's take a look at it.
What scratched it like this?
I don't know. I have an idea of what I can use it for. This might be the peg we needed for the rail cart thing. But it doesn't fully make sense because it feels like it was too big for that. But I could be wrong. Yeah, for the roller coaster. All right. Okay. Okay, let's take a better look here. All right. So yes, that is where it goes. Okay, that is what it's for. All right. All right, let's go. Let's try... Let's try 40. And then here. There we go. That sends us off and around. All right. We get to ride the roller coaster. Now we stop here. Okay, but...
This counter seems to show if the mechanism's spring is up or not.
Yes. Okay, let's take you. Because we got stuck. And now it'll send us the rest of the way. So 40 is not where we need. So it sends us probably all the way back to the beginning. Now. Okay, interesting. So 20 looks like a good place to maybe stop.
This
Yeah, we're back at
needle
the
must be
beginning now.
connected to the mechanism's spring.
All right. Okay, let's do that. And let us do... Let's try 35 now. I kind of want to see where all these go. You know, how far along it takes us. kind of look around. Yeah, like 40 stopped us like right here, which wasn't, you know, anywhere to be useful. Okay, 35 stops us here. But again, it's nothing to be useful. So we need to pull the pin, and that will take us back around again. All right. So next up will be 25. Yeah, it looks like 20 is the stop there. So I think we might just skip 25 and go straight to 20. Because everything else... There we go. Alright, this is of course winding it all the way. You don't actually have to wind it all the way. Yeah, let's go 20. Maybe you do have to wind it all the way in order to actually get this started. I don't know. Something there I could, yeah, interact with or take a look at. Alright. How are we not stopping yet? Ah, there we go. So 20 is not the right place to stop. Oh, I need another shank, don't I? I need like 2 of these. Because you lose momentum. So yeah, that's where I needed to go. Maybe if I just do to 10. Or 15. Or 20 doesn't actually stop you right where you need to go. But if I do it at 15... Alright, let's try it at 15. A little bit of trial and error, but I think we'll get there eventually. I still haven't done 25 and then 5. I don't know if there's one at 10 or not. But yeah, I think because the one at 20 is like further in rather than straight out here, it actually stops you before you would. You know, before you would actually get there at 20. Now this is where the note would help a bit, probably. I might have to take a look at it here soon. But I think we need more than one shank in order to actually properly get there. And I think the way to do that is to stop at 15 here. Okay, maybe not. I need to stop like between those two. Interesting. So... And again, I could stop like right at 5. Which would probably be like right here. Alright, alright. Alright, I need to take a look at that note. Okay, so 15, 25 for 3. 35 kilometers an hour, 3. That was the one place we didn't stop, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna go unless you go all the way. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't have skipped 35 earlier. Oh, where'd my cursor go? Why does my cursor disappear? Come on. Where's my cursor gone? Like, you can see it when it moves out of the monitor, because this is a borderless window. There we go. But for some reason, it just disappears while in here sometimes. All right, let's try 35. See where this stops us when we get to 35. Oh, no, we did do 35. It was 30 that we hadn't done. Yeah. Okay.
This counter seems to show if the mechanism's spring is up or not.
Yes, I know that. If I could rewind it, that would be great, but no, we just pull this. All right, so... yeah, we've tried 40, 35. It was 25 that we hadn't done. We went straight to 20. So it's 25 and 5 are the ones we haven't done yet. So I think I'll try those. And if those don't stop us somewhere we can get out, like we want to...
I wonder where this...
yeah, we want to stop here. But yeah, if neither of those two remaining places stop us somewhere we can get out, then I must be missing another, a second metal shank somewhere. All right, so 25. Should be like precisely the halfway point. Or near enough. All right. So this stops us here. Now we look here again, but won't let us, like we can look around a little bit, but it doesn't really do much. All right, so that's nothing. So yeah, I'm really thinking there's probably a metal shank somewhere that we're missing. So we might have to go looking around the amusement park again. Oh, man. All right. So one more thing we can try with just one metal shank. And that's stopping at 5. I don't think it's really going to do much for us. But I may as well try it since I'm here. All right. Like I said, I really don't think this is going to do anything for us, but... if it would break in 2, that'd be great, because then I'd have 2 metal shanks. Just having 1.
Nothing interesting here.
Just 1's not enough. Yeah, I need a second metal shank so that way we can put more in here so we can do different things, different speeds. Alright, so yeah, nothing. And it's just going to bring us right back here, so... Alright. Hello? Did we not... We didn't stop close enough. Interesting. Because we didn't have enough time to build up momentum. So 5 and then what? Let me look at this. $35 times 0.6 equals something. Yeah, 4 minus 10. Yeah, no. See, I don't understand most of this. And this doesn't, give us enough information, really, to figure out what's going on. There we go. If we do... Interesting. I wonder, if we do this so that we stop... here now? Since we're far enough back... Or did we just get forward enough and it just completely reset again? Yeah, I think it's not going to stop us right where I was hoping it would. And... oh, I'm an idiot. It was 15 was what I wanted anyways. Too late now. Because you can't put this back in. Yeah, I wanted to stop here. And this is just going to send us, yeah, right back to this entrance now. Because, okay. We have to be missing something then still. Another metal... what is this? You gotta be shitting me. It was right next to us the entire time. Oh my god. Alright. Well... okay, now let's take a look at our note again, because that's probably going to have the answers we need. So 35 gets us somewhere. So 15, 25. Alright. Okay, let's put one at 15. Put one at 25. See what this does. Yeah, because the spring has to build up momentum again. You know, because it has to overcome inertia once you stop. I can't believe I went around that many times and it was right next to me the entire time. Alright. So we'll stop here at 25. And if we pull this, it'll continue on to 15. Where we'll stop again. But I'm hoping the reduction momentum will be enough, yes, to get us right where we needed to go. So now we can get out of here.
I wonder where this passage leads.
One way to find out. Let's get out. All right. Okay, I guess down the stairs or ladder or whatever. All right, so we're in somewhere. Some kind of tram? Station? This might be the way we get through. Ah! So now we're on the other side of that passage.
Must be behind there.
Yeah.
Completely clogged.
So we'll have to clear this somehow. So we can bring the ostriches through, because this is probably how we get past Baranor. No, no, not that way. Thank you, Kate. There we go. My cursor keeps disappearing. I wonder if that's partially because I'm using the keyboard to move around instead of, you know, clicking and stuff like that. All right, well, we ain't going that way. Looks like somebody's been living down here. What? Where are you going? Kate? Wasn't really what I wanted,
Some
but...
Olympic medals.
Mm-hmm. Alright, oh, somebody's got a radio.
Here for the last act of our exclusive episode of Reactors of Passion, your favorite series, an exciting mix of love, greed, and plutonium. Today, Piotr confronts his best friend Yuri. Why? Over the heart of the beautiful Genia, promised to the one.
Alright, so it's a soap opera. But I don't think it's going to give us any real information. can look, but I can't do anything. Maybe if I had a key.
My Andre.
All right, who are these people? Got a photo album. All right, let's take a look. No, it must be in documents. Okay. There we go. All right, photo album. Papa and Mama at Nahodotsk. Cole's cause, I love you so much. Uniform they gave me after declaration of war. Look on Comrade Quartermaster's face when he had to find my size. Alright, so this is something about an arena, Lenin Stadium. Mobilized at the same time, but not in the same regiment. When I think about the time when Comrade Lieutenant almost caught us at one of our nighttime get-togethers. Moscow Olympics, after just 1 year at the front, gold medals for both of us. All right. So I can't actually read this. It's my beautiful Andriocha. Amusement park, our first day of work. Amusement park just after it happened. So that just after the accident 20 years ago. Rest in peace, my love. Oh, so he didn't survive. But whoever this woman was did. My flea bag with spares. You're all I have left now.
First runner-up in the 1979 Now Dusk Oblast Beauty Contest. Not bad.
Yeah. Finally found it. My photo of 1979 beauty contest. Best day of my life. First runner-up. And I met Andriocha. Alright, so whoever this is, she's been here for a good while. Alright, I don't think there's anything else here.
A real girly girl's room.
Yeah, maybe.
Huh? Who are you? And what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, hi. Excuse me.
So you're the tramp that decided to use my cart? I had to go all the way up the track with the game I caught on my back because of you.
Sorry?
Well, I had no way of knowing that using this cart would be a nuisance for you. There's no need to be insulting, ma'am.
Yeah, seriously.
Insulting? First you go and steal my cart. Then you break into my home. And then I'm supposed to... Don't that beat all? There you are, you good boy. Mama'll have you up and running in no time.
Oh, poor thing. There's
What's this
the key.
for?
For activating the park automatons, you need to give them a good turn of the key every so often, or the poor things get all neurasthenic. Even cantankerous. Plus they break down. There.
Alright, let's try going the easy route. Try to be soft on her. We got off on the bad foot.
Listen, I didn't really want to get off on the wrong foot with you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm accompanying the Yukon tribe on their migration to their sacred lands. And you're...
Oh, an American. Yeah, I'd bet anything. Well, look at that. An American. Well, I'm Staff Sergeant Katerina Viktorovna Drostelova. Gold medalist in the shot put in the Moscow Olympics. And the widow of Lieutenant Andrei Grigorovich Drostelov. Veteran artillery officer and figure skating champion.
Delighted to meet you, Katerina. It seems you might be just the person I'm looking for. Do you think you could let me borrow that strange key of yours? I needed to repair an automaton, without whom, I'm afraid, it is impossible for us to leave.
You've been really polite and you speak the same way they talk in those books, little lady. You do have a bit of backbone, I'll say that much for you. This key is extremely precious to me. As far as I know, your gang of gnomes and you might just be one of those gangs of bandits that hang around here. Scrap dealers looking in every nook and cranny for a pot of gold, despite the radiation around here. I saw those riffraff off with a load of buckshot.
Not the Ukles, I hope.
So you're the Katerina Drozdilova? First runner-up in the Naudask Oblast Beauty Contest in 1979?
Yes, indeed, that was me. And that was also when I met my Andre. To be perfectly honest, I thought that somebody from the West could only possibly know me for what I did in athletics instead.
Now that I know who you are, I don't dare ask for your key. I would never want to inconvenience someone of your standing like that.
Stop. Classy women don't fuss over each other. Tell me exactly why you need my key, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I have to get a park automaton back in working condition so I can pull our boat higher up onto the beach so the ostrich herd in the hold can get out. The Ukles and their herd have to continue their sacred migration as soon as possible. What's more, the longer we're stuck here, the more likely it is that we'll be caught and arrested by the soldiers who are after us.
If I say yes, you promise you'll bring it back to me as soon as you've finished?
Of course. I would never betray the trust of the great Katerina Drozdilova.
Okay then, I agree. Take good care of it. For 20 years now, it's let me keep my bag of mechanical fleas running.
20 years? I thought all the survivors left after the catastrophe.
But it was already too late for him, unfortunately.
Your husband was contaminated?
Both of us did, actually. But it didn't do anything to me. That's just the way I was made. Or maybe I was immune because of all the garbage they kept giving me for years so that I could win that trinket at the Olympics.
And since then, you've never tried to get to Valzambur?
No. I heard that all of the irradiated survivors were sent to this clinic there and they never get out. Besides, I have absolutely everything I need here. Somewhere to call home. I'm near my dear Andriusha. I have my dog and all the game I want.
One last thing before I go. You said the air in the subway stayed pure. Does it lead out of the city?
Yes. Just follow the tracks right behind my place and you can get out to the other side of Baranor through the Olympia Stadium station at the end of the line. That's the terminus. Not only do you avoid the radiation, but you also have electricity. It's one of the only circuits in the city that's still working. You just have to be careful. Some of the pipes gave way and flooded some galleries with lake water.
Thank you, Katerina.
All right.
For everything.
Unfortunately, some of what she said got cut off due to the audio issues I've been having. But, oh, wow. Yeah, that's a contaminated boar there. All right, there was more over here to take a look at.
The zone is more or less safe.
Yeah, that's good at least. But yeah, you don't necessarily have to talk her through.
Still fresh. For Andre, my proud soldier.
You know, if you can't convince her, there's another way to get the key. I don't remember what it is. But, you know, it's entirely possible, I think, to fail that. I could just be wrong. Nope. No. Not that way, not that way. I could just be wrong and be misremembering.
How charming.
Like I said before, I've never actually played the game this far myself. I watched somebody else play it after the issue on the boat with the icebreakers. So yeah, here's a subway map. All right, so we got to figure out how to get the ostriches down here. But first, let's go wake Oscar up. Yeah, because I don't think the ostriches are much going to like walking along the roller coaster tracks. Also, how would they get down this ladder? Can I not? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, can I not get back on here? All right, I don't think there's really anywhere else we have to stop. Where did my cursor go? Keeps doing that. Drives me crazy. There we go. All right, pull you. Alrighty. Now we can get out. Oh, here's Kirk and the shaman. So I guess we'll update them on the situation.
What news, Kate Walker?
Looks like Miss Kate Walker have time for much fun.
Yeah, let's just ignore that.
So we'll take the subway line. The air is pure, and the station at the end of the line lets us leave the city while staying on the sacred route of the migration.
Where does the station exit to?
Some kind of sports complex, Olympia or something like that.
Olympia. Land of martyrs.
Good work, Kate Walker. I don't know what the Yukos would do without your help.
First, we have to hoist the crystal onto the beach.
Yep.
How can we help you, Kate Walker?
Well, your ostriches obviously can't use the cart to get to the subway line. Can the Yukos clear the rubble from the station entrance while I take care of the crystal?
Go find volunteers. See you later, Miss Kate Walker.
Alright. So they're going to take care of that. Let's go wake up Oscar soon enough.
Any news from the Yukos who are still locked up in the crystal?
Everyone is fine, even if the ostriches are getting impatient. We have to get them out soon, Kate Walker.
We will.
Once we've left Baranur, what is the next step?
The river Balaton. Once we cross the sacred bridge over it, we'll be past the border and in Yakistan. Our pursuers won't be able to harm us there.
Okay, well that's good enough.
Olympia. Ayahuasca didn't seem to like that.
The truth is, I was told that the previous migration went through some bad times. A tragedy that left permanent scars. But you have enough to do for the moment. We'll talk about all that later.
I'm
All
going,
right.
Kirk. I have to find an old friend.
Okay. Time to go wake Oscar. Gotta get down to the beach to do that. And right down these stairs. Okay, this should already be unlocked. We just have to open it up. And use the Vorarlberg activation key that we got from Katarina. Or not. Oh, I have to get closer. Now I should be able to use it. Alright, wind you up. Because again, it's all clockwork, springs and gears.
Oscar, I can't believe it.
Kate Walker? Hello, Kate Walker.
So yes, it is indeed him.
Are we ready to go now? You have refitted the train spring, haven't you? And what about Mr. Hans Vorarlberg? Is he on board?
There's no more train, Oscar. And there's no more Hans Vorarlberg.
I beg your pardon?
You were supposed to be dead, too. I installed your heart in another model just like you. And it seems to have worked. It's good to see you again, Oscar.
Well, that's not good.
Are you all right, Oscar?
I suppose I am indeed, Kate Walker. To the best of my knowledge, I have not been programmed for anguish.
I guess not. But you know, Oscar, you were always very talented.
This new body is in great need of maintenance. It is suffering from osteoarthritic rust at every joint.
Oscar, I need your help.
Of course, Kate Walker. That is my function.
All right, yeah, let's go into detail.
I'm accompanying the Yukos on their voyage. You know, they found me when I was dying next to a river in the west of Syberia and took me in. They are accompanying the migration of the snow ostriches to their sacred lands, where they go and reproduce. Now we're being chased by fanatical soldiers who want to send the Yukos back to where they came from. To top it off, they want to hand me over to the American authorities. I've been accused of all sorts of crimes.
Of which we are
The
innocent.
Yukals, a primitive nomadic people in the far north that live symbiotically with large herds of Struthio nivis, commonly known as snow ostriches.
Yes, indeed.
That about sums it up.
Kate Walker, American deviant. Intellectually and politically unstable, influenced by both circumstance and encounters, despite possessing an unquestionable moral fiber.
I suppose that's about right. In a word.
Well, how may I be of service to you, Kate Walker?
We're stuck here in this contaminated area, and we need to leave as soon as possible to escape the people chasing us. But the Yukals and their herd are locked in the boat that brought us to this poisoned beach. We need to hoist the crystal out of the sand and clear the rear hatch so the ostriches can get out. There's a vehicle on the pier over there that I think we can use, but it looks like only an automaton can drive it.
I will gladly do what I can to help you, as long as this worn-out body should prove up to the task.
We'll make do, Oscar. You can trust me.
Well, I shall indeed do what I can to help, Kate Walker. But, Kate Walker, my clothes. I don't have any clothes.
I don't think you really need them, but...
Come on, what's the problem, Oscar? In New York, I saw fashion shows where you would have made a splash.
No, and no, Kate Walker. It is completely out of the question for me to stroll around without covering. My mechanical intimacy is protected by industrial patents that ensure the durability of Vorarlberg productions. I need clothing, that's all there is to it.
Oh, come
Oscar,
on.
please.
Do not insist, Kate Walker. I will not move from here without decent attire.
All right. I'll get you some clothes.
Okay, so where are we going to get clothes? And where did my cursor just... There we go. I wonder if Katerina might have something of old Andre's that might fit. Plus, we have to return the key anyways. Alright, have the Yukals cleared the passage yet? May as well check that out first. Alright, so it was in here. Because that'd be a nice shortcut if it's cleared.
But where did the Yukals go?
Yukals who dig are all gone.
Getting there. But it's not enough to get the ostriches through yet.
No, but it's getting there, and it gave us a shortcut. So I wonder where the Yukals went then. Alright, well, let's go talk to Katerina. Maybe she'll know what happened to the Yukals. Alright. Katerina?
I cannot, my sweet Genia. Our love is impossible.
Oh.
Walter, why?
They're listening to the soap opera.
Determined to keep us apart.
Life is not to blame, my dove. It's our families.
What is going on here?
I won't let you be forced into marriage with Tatiana. Thinking of you as that creature. Oh, I
They're like,
shall
uh-oh, we've been
die,
caught.
Just as I shall die if I must wed Yuri.
It's very, very sad story, Miss Ketwalk. Pyotr and Genia smooch love. But families promise Tatiana and Yuri get money from stores of their old great-uncle Joseph.
Do you really think this is the time to be watching sappy soap operas? We need to have the entranceway clear before Olga and the Colonel get here.
Yes.
Za. You calls go back and dig.
There's nothing
Enough of
we
a
can
break,
do, my
guys.
sweet Genia. We'll just have to accept our fate and try to live virtuous lives.
We don't have to give in. Maybe if something happened to Tatiana and Yuri.
It's like, come on, you're not going to let me just have one little last snack?
For example.
Genia, you can't be thinking.
Oh, that's a voice line that seems to have disappeared into the ether. Alright. I wanted to talk to Katerina. That was the whole reason I came in here in the first place.
Katerina?
Ah, you again.
Alright. First, give back the key.
Here's your key. Thank you again.
What do you need?
Clothes. For Oscar, my automaton friend.
Huh?
Well, for an automaton, he's a real prude.
Your story isn't real clear to me. Anyway, take a look over there, in the wardrobe mixed up with Andre's things. This is for opening it with. But don't take more than you need, got it? I'm still attached to that stuff. They're souvenirs.
Alrighty. So now we can open the wardrobe here. I knew we were going to need a key for that. Alright, I don't know why we still have the metal shanks. We don't really need them anymore, do we?
Kate Walker.
I thought you couldn't go anywhere without clothes.
Look at you, Oscar. So you finally succumbed to the temptations of nudism.
The sooner I am decently attired, the better I will feel. While I was coming to join you, I came across a gang of hairy and very rude small folk. I will spare you the jibes to which I was subjected.
Yeah, those would
Don't
be the
short
Ukles.
circuit on me. Here, take a look at this wardrobe. These clothes in here should fit you.
How is my appearance, Kate Walker?
Much better.
Very becoming, Oscar. Perfect.
Thank you, Kate Walker. Now please, tell me more about the vehicle that you would like me to drive.
Well, you're going to have
It's
to take your
stranded
shirt
on the
off
pier
for it,
next to
but...
our boat, the Crystal.
Well, in that case, I would like to suggest that we meet there, Kate Walker.
Great. See you later, Oscar.
Yeah, you're going to have to take your shirt off in order to use it, because it's got something that's got to go in your back. But... Alright. Well, we're almost out of the park here. Alright, let's go back this way. Now that the passage is clear... Hey, Kirk. Why are you looking all scaredy?
Kirk? What were you doing?
Well, I just...
Tell me something. Was it the other Ukles who told you about the soap opera Katerina had on?
No.
So of course there's no way you'd be here to watch it too, is there? A great spiritual guide like you would surely never indulge in such silliness.
Oh, come on.
Of course not, Kate Walker.
Let them have some fun.
So you were about to go back to the tribe to make sure that everything's going well?
Yes, that's right. And I really must be off. Later, Kate Walker.
Alright, alright. Like, let them have a little bit of fun, please. No, that's the wrong direction. That's not where I wanted to go. It's through here. Alright. Let them dig, dig, dig. While we go deal with the crystal. Alright, so it's going to be through this way. So we got to get to the other side here. There we go.